Hi, my name is Merlin. I'm just gonna talk about what I learned today. So this is kind of the thing we are trying to make. Um, as you just know, a lot of big tech company they utilize Slack for the handling some kind of um, not handling. They're improving developer experience using Slack. Slack is just like messaging tool, but there's so many integration of it. Example, the GitHub. So what my first company did was they have a Slack and they have a GitHub also. And what they did was they can create issues via just sending some kind of specific. I think it was like it was like kind of issue and like title of it. And when they're trying to make this stuff, sorry, when I'm trying to type this kind of issue via text, via message in the Slack, the issue is gonna be auto-generated in the GitHub. And so that's really interesting part because when you're trying to make a pull request, you have to think about the PR name, and when you're trying to make a branch, you have to understand how to name a branch, and there should be system of the branch. But what they did was they just split some kind of domain into team, example overseas platform team or option silo team, and they made some kind of system that if I create some kind of issue, like if I type some kind of issue make blah 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 in my team channel, the issue is gonna be made on our team repo. So that's really interesting. So and after that, the so even though this issue because like there's just kind of one repo but for the issue repo for the issue, so they just use issue repo to utilize it. So but the question is why we need to separate the repository just for the issue. And that is I don't know I don't know exactly, but my hypothesis is making some kind of issue and handling or like close it, it's gonna be it's kind of decreasing the developer experience because you only have to care about a pull request PR rather than issue of it. And if there's some kind of lot of issue and PR in one repo, that will be really hard to handle it, hard to manage it. Like most of like big tech company have like one over 100, like almost 1,000 of it. They have their PR on the like 1,000 of it, and if and that means that the issue is gonna be also created in the 1,000. But if they put issue on the same repo on it, so there gonna be like 1,000 PR and 1,000 issue of it. So they're really hard to track because if you close the PR, you have to go to like issue tab and you have to find your issue and you have to close it, and that's is gonna be like it's really it's easy, but it's kind of tedious. So they split into some kind of repo before the issue, and they made their own Slack server for it. But my approach is we don't have some kind of people to make a Slack server, so I rely on the GitHub action to to name name a issue ticket. Example, of my team. So it's gonna be like syntax. The syntax is my team name and the one team name and issue one and issue two and blah 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 and those kind of things. So these kind of issues we're gonna store as some kind of JSON file, and when the new issue is gonna be generated, it gonna use the GitHub action to track the which one is the latest issue, and they parse it and extra only the issue number on it and increments one value of it. So that's gonna be teams 3. So I'm using some kind of GitHub action to automate the um, GitHub issue number rather than like making a server for it. So because we are just a startup, we don't have a time for like configuring a Slack server those kind of thing. So I think this is it. Today was really simple. So yeah. So have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.